Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a lot of things regarding PR. I'm also having a heavy breakout in my eyebrows. Nothing new. If you've watched my videos, you know that happens to me like a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a mellow look, a little get ready with me while I talk about all these burning things that I have on my mind. I'll be using Dip Brow, of course, and a number 12 brush. Here goes. I made the ABH PR list. It is currently the only PR list that I'm on. However, in the short amount of time I've been on this list, I've learned a lot more about the community that I'm in and the opinions of the masses and what's fact and what's speculation. I am in no means an expert at all. But through experience now, even though it's just one list, through experience now, I've been able to see what's true and what's not about PR searches and people on PR. So we're just gonna myth bust real quick. Myth number 1. You need a huge following to get on PR lists. No, you do not. When I got onto ABH's PR list, I had, I think, 500 followers on IG and like 80 followers on Twitter. When I got on the list, I can't talk when I'm doing my brows. When I got on the list, I did have an influx of followers. I did hit my 1K on IG. I went from that very under 100 number up to like 700 on Twitter. But within a week, all of my numbers dropped. My engagement stayed up because I was still engaging with my audience, but my audience dropped as far as numbers and comments, reach, everything dropped. And I wondered why for a while. Then I started to get ideas of why through what I was seeing other people thinking. Basically, I got on that list and I did not have a huge following. Myth 1. Myth 2. Eyebrow 2. Myth 2. Myth 2 is in order to get on PR through a PR search, you need to be available all day to retweet and to comment your work at all times, nonstop. When I made this list, I had a job and 3 children and a man, and I still have most of these things. I'll let you guess which one I don't have anymore. Nonetheless, I physically couldn't sit on Twitter all day. I'm not at a job where I could just take my phone out and just sit on my phone. And I'm not keen to ignoring my children. I mean, I created them, so it's not their fault that they have to hang out with me all day. The least I can do is hang out with them. So no, I did not spam my work. It's actually, I feel like, kind of mean to spam. Like, I saw people making separate accounts just for their work to keep spamming, and I thought that was kind of mean. What I did was I moved smart. I turned on alerts to things that I wanted to know right about, and if I was able, yes, I jumped on it. I had my work ready and saved so I could just throw it out there, and I was just like always, not always available, but I was available enough. No matter how many times you post your work, if they don't like the work, they're not going to pick it. So I did get to a point where I was feeling really down on myself. I'm not some superhero. I get down too. I had made the internal decision, like, I am not going to try anymore. I have put out a lot of stuff for this PR search, and I've even had some likes come back from them, so I know they've seen it. I'm done. I'm gonna stop. I think that I made a TikTok where I was feeling myself from that basis. Fuck it. I'm still going to do my work, and I tried, Then I get the email. I thought it was a fake email. I legit thought that there was no possible way that I could have made this list. There's no way. There's no way. I have so much work to do. There's no possible way that I made this list. No way. But I did. That was the boost that I needed because I was with everybody else, just completely in this saturated makeup community thinking that I'm not being seen, I'm not good enough, I should just stop now, I'm making a fool of myself. And for someone to say, no, you're not, and we believe that you aren't so much, we're gonna set you up to keep creating. It was exactly what I needed at that moment. I felt compelled to just keep going. I love the fact that I'm able to have content for my YouTube because I was given so many beautiful products to work with. I'm gonna get some duo powder now. Ebony too. If they want you, they're gonna find you. Myth number 3. You have to be skinny for PR to work with you. That was mean. That was not factual. You should not be trying to work with any brand, at least in my opinion, that devalues your artwork because of your body type. I'd like to also bring awareness to the fact that hurts people. I'm a person, please don't devalue my success or even like whatever you want to call it and say that it came from me having a certain body type. I'm not saying that there aren't times in life where that may happen. I'm saying this is not that time. So I was pretty shocked about that one. Another one that wasn't so much like a myth, but it was an opinion. People on PR should sit out any more PR in order to give everyone a chance to get on PR. Now, this one I talk about super calmly because the person that said this is actually a friend, and we were able to have a conversation like adults and bring perspective to the situation. And I respected her for having that conversation with me. The basis was that we should sit out any other PR searches because we've already been given PR. We need to wait for other people to get it. I call this a myth because it's not what PR represents, at least not to me. To me, PR represents that somebody believes in my craft and they want to continue to see my craft. Not only do they want to see it, they value my opinion on it because they're giving me products to review. I feel like the more brands you are working with, the more exposure you are getting, the more you are getting closer to your goals, or at least those are my goals. I'm not going to stop going for my goals in hopes that everyone that I know will get to this one goal that I've received before I continue to go for more. It's just not reality. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I do think that these PR searches have a small negative effect with the makeup community. And I say small, when I say small, I mean like 10%, maybe even less than that, because they are a beautiful thing for the community at the same time. ColourPop concealer to cover this monster. Never there. The 10% is riddled with hurt. Hurt people. I'm just using a flat Morphe brush. And I feel like hurt people without realizing it. And so anytime that I felt some type of way, I have kept my big girl pants on. I try to have a healthy conversation in which I bring awareness to the situation from my point of view. Not to say that I'm trying to completely change your mind, because I truly don't think you can change people's minds and just give them the knowledge to think about it. When this situation happened with the sitting out, like I said, this was with a friend. So we had a very healthy conversation. Everything was fine. She actually got a lot more flack for it than I would have ever wanted. Not from me, but you know what I mean. Internet be crazy. That's what happens when we put our opinions out there. We affect people, even if we don't mean to, even if we were never trying to do that. We were just like trying to get it out. And you're more than welcome to get your own stuff out. It's just that you have to assume if you're getting it out on the internet that people will also be getting out their opinions. And I think she realized that. But yeah, as far as the body shaming, I was told that they're allowed to have their opinion, which you are. You're allowed to have that opinion. I just like being told if I should think. Give me a perspective and I will think it through. I will really try to hear you because that's what adults do. And that did not end up like that, and that's fine. Whatever. We cannot blame other people succeeding on the reasoning for why we don't succeed. That doesn't make any sense. You cannot do that. It's very human to be like, why am I not getting all these opportunities that someone else is getting? Makes complete sense. However, in this moment is what separates you from still being very young-hearted and being an adult. And I hope that doesn't offend anyone because I'm not trying to call you all children, but I'm just saying perspective. Okay, let's check it out. When I feel like my friends are succeeding more than I am, and let me tell you, I have some very talented friends, so I definitely feel this. I can get in my feelings about it and feel like, why am I trying? Or why don't people engage with me? Why doesn't that company like my photos? Why don't people comment on my stuff enough? Like, you get in your head. It felt gross inside. I don't like feeling gross inside. In those moments that my own feelings make me feel gross, I like to take that as a moment of awareness. Self-awareness. Try to look at myself. Am I doing everything that my friends are doing? And I don't mean looks, but as far as the work behind the scenes, the work behind the look, am I doing all that stuff? Am I sharing all my content to as many people as possible? Am I consistent? Am I putting out quality content? Am I showing versatility? Am I communicating in the community, in the makeup community? Am I building relationships? You have to line up these things. You have to be real with yourself. It does not devalue your work to say that you are not to a point that it's happening. It does not devalue your talent by saying that you need to do a little bit more to build it. Well, this isn't like, hey, like my picture. They're a brand and they're entrusting you. I'm not saying that you wouldn't take that seriously, but I am saying that they aren't just throwing it at random people. That being said, if you sell PR, you are trash. You're trash. Like, if we want to be mad at the right people, let's be mad at the people that are selling the honor of being on a PR list, not the people who have worked hard to be onto it, okay? Let's try not to also skinny shame people. Like, let's leave body image out of it, can we? Let's not open that Pandora's box, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and use my Nirvana palette. Pretty. Pretty. Ooh, that mirror's dirty. And I'm going to go in with Love. It's like pinky color. The blending brush. So, those are my 4 myths about PR. I really hope that it has brought some kind of peace of mind or even, like I said, perspective to the situation. Because it is really hurtful if you are trying to pursue everything and while doing so, you are basically seeing that people don't believe in you anymore, that they don't feel they have to engage with your posts anymore, share your posts, do anything like that because you've already made your list. Like, who cares, right? I feel like it's important to just remind ourselves that we're all trying. We're all frigging trying so hard. And if people are on lists, then people are on lists. Their success does not determine your success. It just doesn't connect. It's not the same. You guys cannot put each other on the same level. You're not the same people. You're not on the same journey. And comparing yourself to other people is the first way to feel like dirt trash. It makes you dislike yourself when you should love yourself. I feel like you are all wonderful people. I have watched so many people start their makeup and glow up so quickly, or not glow up quickly, have this time where it's just not clicking, and then boom, one day flips over on a freaking dime and you are a dime. And it's beautiful to see, and I wish that all of us could just, support each other in our journeys, trying to decipher and break the code of PR. The code of PR is hard work, patience, and luck. You're playing the lottery with the internet. You're trying to be seen while millions of other people are trying to be seen. So a little bit of reality is due there. I'm going into soul. You can't just assume that all of us are going to be on a list, and if we're not, it's other people's faults. Maybe these PR searches could be conducted a little better. I don't know how, but maybe they could. And if you have any ideas, I feel like that feedback should go to the brand. Most companies like feedback if you're being respectful. I don't understand why we feel the need to just throw out blame on the internet to anybody who's succeeded through these searches instead of going to the people who created them. Regardless, this was not meant to be a shaming video. That's exactly what I do not want. I just want you guys to know 4 things. You are not determined to be on PR by your following at all times. Body image does not belong in the makeup community. Don't bring it here. You should never stop trying, even if you make a PR list. Or 2. Or 3. Keep going until you hit your goals, and don't let anyone stand in front of you. Do not assume people who are on PR lists are floating down easy street, please. Let's go in with passion. Feeling passionate. And remember, we're all in this together, bruh. I want to see everyone succeed. And I got shit for saying that because, I mean, they said that it's not reality. And yes, I know it's not reality. I'm not a child. That's not to say that I don't want everyone to succeed. That's still a reality thing to say. Like, it's not like I want some of you to succeed and some of you not to. Like, because we all have different goals. Some of us have the same goals, but who's to say what they are? You know, like, it's just live your own journey. Support each other. Say nice things to each other. Think about how you're going to make people feel. And honestly, think about what it makes you look like, what you portray to the world. Brands are looking at you whether you think so or not, especially with our internet age. It probably doesn't look good to them if we're always talking about how PR is only going to certain people. It just comes off bitter when you're really just hurting, and I know it because I've been there. It's not bitter, it's hurt, but you're coming off bitter and it's not good, and I don't like that this is the direction our community is going in. And when I say all of that, I'm not talking to anyone directly. I'm talking to the masses, not just people I've dealt with. I've seen other people's heinous screenshots of things said to them by people that they love concerning this search or any of the searches. People losing their fucking minds. We're still friends, or at least like I'd hope we are. It's just about loving each other, or then at least letting people be happy. This is that ABH primer. I will tell you some tips, and I'm no expert, but I'm gonna give you what I got. Setting goals. If you don't already have set goals, do it now. Learning from the community before speaking in it. Engage with brands that you want to work with before they start asking for PR searching. Ugh, I had to shut up during that one. She's difficult. I'm a lefty. People around you that are in positions that you want to be in should be really studying what they do. Or just straight up asking. And I don't mean asking, how do you get PR? Please don't ask that. It's not like we wrote into a catalog company and they sent us what we wanted for free. No, that's not how it works. There is one specific person that I follow on Twitter who is freely giving her time and advice on all things PR and makeup related as far as a actual business for yourself goes. She's a smart woman. I was lucky to find her. And if you do decide to go ahead and check her out, go with the notebook, because you're going to be learning a lot. You might learn that you're not actually doing everything that you think you could be doing. I even learned things that I could be doing that I'm not, and I'm on a PR list. So you never stop learning. If you think that you learned everything you're being asked now, you're being wrong. I'm going to use my pigments. I really do love these things so much. I'm going to go ahead with Crystal because it's pretty. Look at that, pow. But there are lots of people out there giving out their advice freely. And at the same time, through my news feed, right up against each other are people that are blaming it on things that have absolutely nothing to do with it. It's just frustrating. It hurts people in their hard work. I can tell you right now, I have friends that do way harder work than I do, and I don't mean creatively, I mean they put in the time, the consistency, the equipment, like everything. It's not just some like easy handout. That's not how this works. So please stop saying that it's about things. It's not. Let's go with love again to cut right in the middle. Maybe some soul too. I just want us to be nice to each other. I think it would be also fun to throw in some of this wild child shimmery pink right over the love pink I just used. Easier with the finger with those shimmeries for sure. I don't know why, but my middle finger always works best. I'll put some passion on the end to close her out. Heart and soul into your craft. Believe in yourselves because you're the shit. I mean it. I've seen y'all's work. You're insane. All of you. List or not, you're fucking insane. That's cute. I'm doing something mellow because my face is breaking out. You guys, my teeth hurt and I want to take them out. I'm not going to, so don't get excited, but you know, I want to. My face is under attack right now. So I am not doing face makeup today. That being said, I'm leaving it just as it is. No, I'm not. So, just rocking a little half-cut crease today. Like I said, skin's a wreck. However, I did really feel it was important to talk to you guys about this. Get it off my chest, not any more stuff on social media. Just throwing this on YouTube, get my opinions out there, let you guys know that I believe in you and that there are many avenues in which that can help you to monetize and to just get your face out there beyond spamming and just getting upset. I hope heavily that I didn't offend anyone. I was never trying to, but I must say that if I'm feeling upset, I'm going to say why. Next time I'm here, I'm going to be doing something really fun, but I don't want to tell you because I'm excited. But thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that this video brought you some kind of peace. And I love you, and I believe in you, and you're awesome. And your butt looks good today. But that doesn't matter because looking at other parts of the body does not determine if you can do face makeup. But I'm sure your butt still look good today, girl. And I will see you guys again this week soon. Bye! First things first, where's my damn glue? I swear, if my children have taken my glue, it's my glue. Why do they do this to me? You ever feel like you're losing your mind? I feel like I'm losing my mind often. My children have stolen my glue stick. So change of plans. I'm going to try to just do something else, I guess, mother.